Yeah, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy Airboy, and I'm back with another FanBoyAaron review, and this time I will be having a little look at the beast of the Mesozoic, Velociraptor. This is one of two different species of Velociraptor. I didn't know there was more than just one Velociraptor. I know there's different types of raptors, but apparently there's two Velociraptors. I had no idea. Anyway, before we look at the figure, we'll take a little look at the box. This is the beast of the Mesozoic box. 1/6 scale dinosaur action figure. Velociraptor osmoleke. I think that's how you pronounce that. Inside the box, beast of the Mesozoic Raptor series. 26 points of articulation, realistic movement and detail, display base and stand included. It's number 15 apparently. Yada yada yada. This side of the box, there's nothing. Bottom of the box, warnings and labels and shit. David Silva. Let's see, additional paint, Matt Holt, Jeremy Mons, yada yada yada. There's some there. There's a little sleeve thing on the box you can move. The back of the sleeve has a little bit of info there. Length 2 meters, 6 feet long. Location Mongolian Gobi Desert in China. Time period late Cretaceous, 71 million years ago. Habitat deserts and dunes and oasis. The lesser known of the two Velociraptor species. It too inhabited the Mongolian deserts and was similar anatomically to Velociraptor mongoligeneus. What? I can't. Science. Science words. And on the back of the box, you can see the other raptor breeds and figures that you can get. There's a bunch of them. And there's also little check boxes for when you get them all. I don't plan on getting them all. Also inside the box is a card with a lovely piece of artwork of the dinosaur. And the back of the card, it's all the same info, but has a picture of the figure, and that does it for the card. Now moving right along, here we have the figure itself, and the beast of the Mesozoic line are a specialty line. I believe it's a Kickstarter project. Their goal is to make high-quality, scientifically accurate dinosaur figures at a somewhat affordable budget. Now the question is, do they pull that off? Well, considering this is the first figure I've had, I'd have to say yes. This is easily a very good figure. Now, one of the people on the box I mentioned, what was his name? David Silva, I think that's the guy. He's one of the head sculptors and painters who, I think he used to work for NECA Toys. You don't know, I've reviewed a few NECA figures before, and I absolutely love the NECA figures. And yeah, after handling this guy, I can definitely tell you, he feels like a NECA figure as far as quality and feel and handleability. And as you can see, he's got a lot of nice molded detail. We'll take a closer look here at our Velociraptor. For those of you who did not know, actual Velociraptors are only about half the size as they are in Jurassic Park and had feathers covering their body. Another fun fact, when designing the paint detail for these figures, to my understanding, they use actual color patterns of living birds from today. I think this guy's color pattern comes from the bearded vulture. I think. I don't know for certain. I want to say it's either the bearded vulture or the cardinal, if I had to guess. But as you can see, lots of nice molded detail. It looks fairly realistic. Again, they were going for scientifically accurate. You see he's got beautiful blue eyes. Lots of nice paint all throughout this guy. It looks absolutely amazing. She's got a nice long tail. Now, unfortunately, the main problem with these Raptor series figures, they can't stand up well on their own. So each one comes with an included stand. Now, the stand does have multiple pieces. However, I'm not going to show off the other pieces for two reasons. One, I misplaced them and I don't know where they are. And two, getting this rod to insert into this little platform was a huge pain in the ass. Sorry. And even if I had the extra rod pieces, there was a small, medium, large. I think this one was the medium. Even if I had the extra rod pieces, I do not want to go through the hassle of pulling it out and struggling to plug it in, because it took me forever just to get this one plugged in. And the medium-sized rod, I believe that's the one I'm using. It's either the medium or small. Is more than big enough to serve your needs. As you can see, he stands up fairly upright. With that tail, nice, high and proud, right up in the air. That Velociraptor is a carnivore, of course. And, you know the theory, well, it's more or less scientific fact at this point, but supposedly all birds are descendant from predatory dinosaurs. I have no problem believing that. Because if you know dinosaurs from a scientifically accurate standpoint, they do have a lot of similarities with birds, raptors especially. Now Now aside from the stand and the extra pieces I should have had but don't, he also comes with these two extra toe pieces that are molded to look like they're closed, and they're easy to replace. It works the same way, both feet. Just pull that one off, slip this one on. And there you go, that's how that works. But I like the open-toed look better. And underneath the stand there are two... Sorry, I'm a little clogged up. Underneath the stand there are two little peg holes where you can store the spare feet parts if you're not using them, which I do appreciate that. Go ahead and plug this back on. Yeah, that pretty much covers everything he came with. Again, he came with extra clear stand pieces, but I don't have them. Now, let's talk posability, because that's where these figures are supposed to shine. How posable is it? Well, the head, I'll work my way to the head all the way to the tail. The jaw can open and close. You can even... Oh, focus. Here we go. The tongue can even move around a little bit, which is pretty neat. The head can move around like that. Have some somewhat lifelike and organic poses. The wings can go out that far. They can rotate all the way around. There is an elbow joint. There's a hand swivel. I don't think they can go out any further. Nope. There is a joint here at the waist. However, you don't get that much out of it. The legs can go out about that far. They can rotate all the way around, but, things will get in the way a little bit. There is a bend here at the knee. A little stiff on mine. There's rotation at the knee. There's well, okay, there's no rotation there. Do not rotate there. Ooh, God forbid I break this thing. There is a hinge joint here. As you see, he's got the double jointed chicken legs. There's a hinge joint here. The sickle claw is on a separate joint. And you can use the connection point for these toes as kind of a ankle tilt. And the base of the tail here can rotate. This part of the tail can also rotate. Move up and down. And now this part of the tail is a little limited. However, this part of the tail has a bendy wire in it, so you can bend it however you want. But scientifically, I think raptors mostly kept their tail straight. Now, if you don't like the position of the tail, you can remove it from the base here. As you can see, there are multiple holes. There are 2 different holes, so you can have the base of the tail at a different angle if you so desire. You want his tail bent down, but me personally, I like it the other way, with the tail pointed up. Makes it look like he's all perky. This guy standing up real good, and there we go. Yeah, as far as the quality of the plastic goes, it feels pretty good. Pretty much like a Ultimate NECA figure. Let me get this guy up on a stand. We'll do some size comparisons. Here he is next to the NECA Predator. Yeah, if you've seen the Predator movies, you know Predators are just a little taller than your average human, so this scale might be right. Larger Velociraptor specimens might be around there. Here he is next to the NECA Crash Bandicoot. Just to give you a sense of how big he is, here he is next to a Lego minifigure. As you know, everyone in their lives have had at least one of those. And if only because I have them sitting here, here he is next to a couple of Transformers. So yeah, I think that pretty much does it for this one. Now, as he stands, he is approximately, if you have him in a scientifically accurate stance, he stands about 4.5 inches tall. And I'm going to just straighten him out a little bit here. From tip to the nose to the end of his tail, he's a foot. Pretty impressive. And at the time of release, he was going for about, he as well as the majority of the beasts of the Mesozoic raptors, they're going for about $50 to $60. Now, do I think he's worth that price, and do I think he's worth picking up? Yes, I do. I do think he is worth picking up. Now, he does have his problems, but overall, he is a very high quality, very good looking figure, and I think he's well worth that $50. And he's really the only raptor figure I need. The same people, the Beasts of the Mesozoic line, next they're doing the, I can't remember the name of the specific dinosaur family, but they're doing the 4-legged horned dinosaurs like the Triceratops, Styracosaurus, and all those. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting a hold of one of those whenever they're available. I am looking forward to that. And I'm really hoping they'll do larger carnivores, because I would kill for a high-quality Allosaurus figure that looks as good as this raptor. So yeah, if you can find one of these guys, definitely get a hold of it, and try to keep up to date with the Mesozoic line, because they got a lot more coming, apparently. So if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, leave a nice comment, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye-bye.